Hey guys, my name is Eniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in Cities Skylines. Guys, welcome back to another episode. Last episode we redid the farming area. We're going to work on it a little bit more today. I want to try and add a new junction to it, or kind of change a really terrible one that we have created in place of it. And I want to take a look at the tunnel crossing that goes to the industrial area, and I might play around with how the cargo exports to harbour, play around with that, try some different designs. It's going to be pretty much a mishmash episode where we try different things to see what's going to work and what's not going to work. Now, if you enjoy this and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. Now, before we jump into this, guys, let me know in the comment section. I'm going to ask you a question right now. I kind of asked it towards the end of last episode, so I don't know if many people had a chance to see it. But basically, I have in FoolTopia the modded incineration plant, which one, doesn't really create any pollution, doesn't really cost anything, gets rid of all of our garbage, does a fantastic job. But the problem is, right, that it takes so many people to work there, and it really takes away from our industrial demand. Now, what I'm thinking is, should I get rid of it and replace it with normal kind of garbage plants, so to speak? Or should I keep it in? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think and your reasons why behind it. That would be quite cool. But anyway, guys, welcome back, welcome back. So, what I'm going to look at today then is, well, this roundabout here. It's a great roundabout. It works beautifully, but every so often, we get a little bit of back up on the highway area when there's a lot of, like, trucks come off as they try and filter into the roundabout because of the signs, the giveaway signs that we implemented in. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to work with this junction here. Now, we only kind of created it as an outlet just for the sake of having it in. But I want to work with it where it kind of goes over the top and then maybe down to this area to whatever we place over here. But I want to create like a proper junction, so they can enter into the farming area off this as well. So it kind of frees up the big clover over there. You can now kind of start to see. I mean, it's not dramatic traffic, but you know, it's easy to get rid of it. We create something over here. We got this entry over here and this one over here. So we kind of spread it all out, which is beautiful, but we can do better. I also want to take a look at this crossing here. I'm thinking about as it goes underneath the ground, it kind of turns, and then we do something where we bring it up and, you know, kind of utilize this road that goes out, and then move the cargo on this side. Ooh, we'll see with that one, guys. We'll see. But let's work with this junction first then. So I'm going to kind of pause the game. We're going to get rid of this. Now, my thought process is I can make this road go over to down here, but then it's like you have to like go all the way down here to go over there, or turn off here and then cut across. Or it seems kind of weird to me. So what I think I'm going to do is not have that road go across. We create a junction that turns off, and then we implement it to this road. Now, it's on different levels. We need to be able to come off and then go that way and also go in. So we got to do a few different ways in which we approach this. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is pick the 2-lane highways, and if I bring them up to about, is 10's high enough? We normally use 10 anyway, don't we? Bring this up to here, and I think what we'll do is we'll pick a point there and then go across to there. Do you reckon that's too far? I don't know. We need to put the anarchy on anyway, so we can cut across, straight across. So it's 35 across. Has it created no, it hasn't created too much there. And then I'm going to do the same back. Now, granted, I'm not going to use all of it, but if I treat that as the pattern, we can then play around with how we design the rest. So I think I'll start on this side to begin with. So basically, it's going to come off here and then go up, and then this one's going to come around here and go down. And like I said, I don't want to stick out that far, but I'm just kind of getting the idea together. So if I delete them back there, and I think what we'll do is we'll create, let's bring it back down to earth, to 0 there. We'll create a straight road by, let's go by 10 there, and then do the same about here. So if I come there, oh, that's just gone really weird. Why does he not want to play ball? What are you doing? Right, 10 there. Right, get rid of 5. So what's that? That's a 8. Okay, we'll just stick it to that for now. So that runs slow, but then it kind of bends, so it won't really work like that, really, no. But let's treat this as being the turn. So if I continue to go a little bit more forward, and I might stick a little curvature on this, bring that to about there. And would this work considering it's on different levels? So if I kind of change it up where it forces... No, let's go with this one. Let's play around with this one first. So that's... It still kind of creates that bridge, doesn't it? And I don't really want that. That's more like it. So that feels a bit more natural right there. And if I then delete back just by a tad, and then if I can create a reasonable turn. I've used the wrong selection. Oh my goodness me, this is hilarious. Right, bring it, well, at least turn it to there, which should be good, and then straight down. It's not bad, it's quite a dramatic turn, but I think I can, I feel like I could do something better. That is a very dramatic turn, isn't it? But it could be quite cool. I mean, it only looks so dramatic because of how it comes across, but if I brought the same one out and then go down and mirror it, it wouldn't be too shabby. Let's see how the other one would mirror it. So, if I was to kind of reverse engineer this, and let's say, right there, let's say that, what level is that on? It's kind of the same there. So let's say that that is the kind of the same there. And then, because we're not really going to place much over here, so I might as well kind of create something cool. So that will kind of lead out, but it needs to come back in quite dramatic. I just realised this. Right, stop you there. Why don't we create our little turn off first? So let's bridge this up by up to 10. So I think we'll pick it about, well, there is kind of in line. But it's so dramatically out of the way. I don't think I'll go that far. And then bring that in. Do you know what? That kind of looks okay. As weird as it is, I don't know if I like it or not. And I don't know if that is too harsh of a turn. I could probably, from there to here. Should we try a different type of turn connection? Ooh, I went too far then. Right, let's go straight. Right, is that 10? Is that yeah, it is. Right, I'm going to bring it. All right, 10 there. And that's going to be quite a dramatic turn. Right, so we brought it to there. And then we chose to bridge it down. Okay, that feels a little bit more natural. I'll play around with the heights and stuff of the ramps in just a moment. But all that there for this. But it's still kind of cool. So then what would happen now is if I can do it, it'll be great. So bring it up to 10. Yeah, like I said, if I can do this, it'll be great. If I bring that by 10 across, that there, and I don't know if that turn is going to be too much, but if I bring that, actually let's just see how it would work. So this, like that, so it kind of follows it through, and then this side of the road here comes down parallel by the side of it. So this would have to come off, kind of go under, and then connect up. If that makes sense. Then we have to have this turn off a little bit sooner, just to kind of have it work that way. So, or I could not. That's another thing as well. I could not, because if they're coming down here to turn off there, why didn't they turn off here and go down this one? That's a very good point I'm trying to make right now. This is just me, not to kind of create this madness. But I do want people to exit off this way anyway. You know what? I might as well do it just to kind of create a beautiful junction. So if I pick this point to go here. Now, do I want it there or should I bring it a bit further back? Right, like that. And this is going to kind of bend around. So if I bring that up, yeah, let's kind of work it like this. So, well, let me have these go a bit further. Right, let's pick 20 straight down. And then I like how it's kept in the air. I don't know why, but I kind of do like that. So I want this to kind of I'm trying to find the best option. Do I make it go under, round, connect up, or do I bring it down? Right, let me just kind of get this working anyway. So I'm going to try and run it parallel. So we're at this mark now. So if I bring that down to there, and then try and get this is 16. So if I do 8, right, I do a 9 there. So that kind of goes round and bends that way and then connect that way. And then this one, ooh, I've got it. Okay, perfection, Zediac, you're a freaking genius. So obviously that will come off this side. And we'll get it to that point. To where then it kind of connects like that. Ta-da! It's a weird spaghetti junction. But it works beautifully. Well, I'm hoping it kind of works beautifully. Only time will tell. So we need to get this connected then. So I need to get, because this is now one lane, which will go into there beautifully. But I need to get this into one lane. So we can kill off that by one more. And then we'll bring these down to earth. Because they do need to come down to earth very soon. And if I bring it there, there, which is great. I mean, I could connect that like that, but it kind of takes away from it at that point. So let's make it go solo dolo for a second. Bring that to this one and connect that way. There we go. And then it's just well, I say it's just a simple connection. Like this. I'm going to just use the move it tool right now. Where am I going? It's down here. To kind of get this now bent out. That's slightly bent in. For it now to start working. Hopefully, this is going to work great. Okay, right, let's do this lane management because these guys are just... Oh, whoa! Zeniac! Have I done the lanes the wrong way round? Is there something not quite working right now? What have I done? I've just realised something. I think I put the lanes on the wrong... No, I haven't. Wait, is that the eggs? No, that's they come in this way. Oh wait, and they should. We then should have flipped it somehow. I flipped them on the wrong side. I knew I was doing something wrong. All right, let me fix that. Right, that was quite fun, wasn't it? So what I've now done is I kind of flipped it over. So they pretty much cross over tracks right now, which I mean you could deem that quite interesting, but I think it adds kind of character to this junction. It looks ridiculously crazy and over the top, but I kind of feel like I like it. Because when you put it next to this, which is so beautiful, this kind of adds to it. So I just kind of got to like change levels, bar out certain areas or whatnot. But basically, right, think about it like this. You're leaving the place and you go along this road. And then you come to this junction and you got two options. If you want to go straight on down that way, you take this exit. Or if you want to go back that way, you turn off here. wrap round, and off you go. Beautiful, works deliciously. Or so he says. Right, have I just messed it up by just kind of doing that bend? Let's just leave it straight. I don't want to mess around with it too much. Now, the other way round. If you're driving up this way and want to go down to there, you turn off here, go across. The road then dips down below this kind of road. And then you come. And vice versa. You turn off here, you go round underneath everything, and off you go. Now, I'm just going to change, obviously, the lanes on certain ones. Just so these doesn't kind of turn in, well, turn around the other way, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to do this. It's probably not the best idea. No, actually, we'll do it on this one. There we go. Make sure this is okay as well. So this lane turns that way and can go that way just because it can. There we go. And I don't think there's any more issues. I don't know. I think this will be okay for the most part. But it's funky. It's over the top. It's overcomplicated. But come on. Come on, guys. We got to have a little bit of jazz in FoolTopia, right? So I'm hoping I've got everything right. I'm hoping I have. So if I fast forward then, because now they can pretty much come off on both sides. I don't know what it is about it. I kind of like the mess of it. I really do. I just want to change some of the ramp levels. Alright, it's all good on that side. Is that one okay? Oh, it goes a little bit funky on this side, doesn't it? Alright, is that about right? I think so. It'll give them. They'll need some time to kind of manage the new expectations of this whole interchange. But it should do pretty well, and I'm hoping it takes a little bit of heat off this one. Again, we just give them time to kind of mess about with stuff. So a lot of you guys are saying to change some of what the fields do because obviously there's not enough buys for stuff. Now these ones here do oranges. Are they all oranges? Oranges, oranges. Okay, yeah, they're all oranges. So let's switch this up. I'll do greenhouses on these ones. That's not a greenhouse, boy. There we go. Greenhouse, and I'll do on these ones some apples. There we go. So we're just kind of like switching it all up, different produce. We'll do pears on these ones. So I'm hoping now there's literally different types of produce on those fields. Same with these farmlands ones. We're doing wheat here. Let's do some corn. We'll get some corn set up on those ones. We'll get set up on these ones some cotton. I'll get set up on these two here some potatoes. I'll get set up on these two over here greenhouses. There we go. So again, just different stuff. Same with these. We've got sheep in all these. So we'll do cows. We'll do cows and cows on that one. These all sheep. 2 sheep there. We'll do over here on this side then some pigs. And want to get set up on these two over here, the Highland cows. So different, again, all different produce on those different ones. We'll leave the little smaller ones as they are and just give that time to mess about. Now, are vehicles turning off here? Yes, they are. So every vehicle that turns off here and uses this road to now come in is one less on this junction over there. So they might only want to come in up to here, one of these here, and then exit back out the same way. We'll keep an eye on stuff, but for the most part, it's pretty cool, right? It is one of the weirdest junks I've ever seen. I'm gonna have a celebratory sip of tea. Ooh, boy, so damn good. Right, what's going on over here then? Because they seem to be stopping. So if I just kind of mess around in the lane management right now, because they are going straight across and merging too much. So I'm just gonna go bam and bam. I mean, probably not the best idea, but hey-ho. There we go. Stops them going in that fast lane where a lot of the traffic seems to be going in at the moment. So that's quite fun. Oh, we're getting a little backlog over here. Do we have traffic through the tunnel? I don't know if we do or not. What are they slowing down for? Are they slowing down? Or is that just like a weird timing that I just seen a bunch of traffic? Maybe that's what it was. Right, should we attempt to take a look at this now? I think so. I think so. Hang on, how's the farming doing it? 38,000 profit. Oh my goodness me. That's beautiful. And that's beautiful. Right, let's take a look at this then. So, ooh, academic year, go away. We're going to pause for a second. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete it from this point and get rid of all of this. Right, all of that is now gone. All this is now gone. I'm going to get rid of the railway tracks as well because I thought of a better system to do rather than cut it through the industrial area. And get rid of that. So I'm going to make it go underground, and then I've got some plans for it. So what I'm thinking is, that kind of comes down to here, and then we create an underground. We're going to switch this here. Rather than them go through here and up there, they come up here and then hit this road because it's connected to this highway, and off they go in the various directions. We still need a way for them to connect to this area because the majority of them are pretty much coming in to go to the export area. Now, for now, it's kind of gone, so I'll see how things rock and roll. So if we get the industrial road, and if I pick, what am I on here? Oh, straight there. If I pick a place to pull it, so would I pull it like here? Let's go down to there. Yeah, why not? Oh, what have I done? Sadiak, you fool. Okay, and then bring or bridge this up. Straight to the... Oh, it's a different type of road. I just realised there's a different type of road. Okay, let me just do the normal... What is it? Just normal one? Wait, why is that not industrial road? We are in the industrial area, so why don't I just kind of upgrade all this? There we go. Bit more fun. And then make this go into a tunnel. So I bring that down to 10, which is our tunnel level. And that will be then the brand new way to skedaddle and get out of here. Now, would it be better if it was more centered? Now, if it was more centered, I can do a better way to kind of exit it, which makes a whole lot of sense, doesn't it? Actually, yeah. Why am I not doing this? Right, if I pick that to be the center. Right, that's 12 is that way. Okay, it's not really the center. Right, I'm going with this. If it's not, it's not. Okay, guys? There we go. So bridge us up now to 10. Get rid of this. And then we'll do some type of bend in the road. I think I should bridge it up a little bit earlier. So that's where it will kind of go straight. So I bring it to there and then down. And I just got to play around with the height now because that is dramatic. Well, that's a bit better. Right, that feels better because now I can do like roads coming off, like a junction, to kind of bring them down to this area. All right, sweet, sweet, sweet. And yeah, I got to make it down to a tunnel. So if I bring it down quite dramatic, I'm going to bring it down to about 15. And hopefully you can't see that underneath. No. Okay, okay. Right, roads. We're now going to demolish this. Bring it back. Alright, turn it to there. And that is now the new connecting tunnel. So it just makes sense, doesn't it, that it is connected to this because at the moment they're going around here, then they would have gone down that long road to get out onto this, or that way, whatever it may be. It just makes a little bit more sense, doesn't it, that they come down this road. Okay, so this is the sewage stuff then. I'm just gonna have to move it for a second. I mean, do we have anywhere for the sewage? We have one up there. We need our own dedicated sewage plant, don't we? Kind of, yeah. Right, I'm just gonna move these over here. I'm just going to connect them to the water source. There we go. And let's now create a connection. So it's going to be a bit funky. It's going to be very funky. I'm trying to find the best way to do it, because I could utilize... I mean, there's many roads I could pretty much utilize, but this here, if I get rid of, because it bends, and instead create a more natural... Right, if I kind of do like this, straight down. Oh wait, I'm creating a tunnel. I just realised. Seniac, boy, what are you doing? Right, I'm just gonna use this here as a guideline. Straight. Do you reckon that's about right? There. So then that could then connect straight up. And then we use this as a way to come in and out of this area. So, right, so this is where the fun yet again begins. So I'm going to create, right, 2 lanes. So this is going... Well, I need one to go that way and one to go that way. And then the same with this side, but I need it in reverse. One to go that way and one to go this way. So this has to come down here and turn off. Again, I'm kind of treating it like a highway at this point. That's kind of what I'm doing. So let me just set this whole junction up right now. It seems it's quite complex in my head, but I'm going to try and simplify it as being a really smooth way of creating an interchange, so we can get people to get into this industrial area and the highway, and vice versa back as well. So this is going to be very interesting. So I've quite dramatically now changed the industrial area. I don't quite know if this is going to work, so this is going to be a lot of fun to see. It's 2-lane highways that merge into this, so this could be quite interesting, this whole setup right now. But I'm kind of excited to find out what it's going to be like. It used to come down here. You can see the narrow diagonal path here. Sorry, I've now moved over here. It just made more sense. Whether or not this works is a different matter altogether, but let's kind of let's kind of see. So I'm going fast forwarded. Oh, I'm not liking how some of those have the ability to go around there. So let's just change this up quickly. So that is pretty much straight over. Let's not get it twisted, boys. So you can pretty much go in the various directions. I won't do any kind of major changes. We're going to have a lot of traffic over here right now. To be honest, I don't think this is the best the best way to do this. But it is going to be kind of fun. Is there traffic lights here? No, there isn't. So I'll just give it a minute or two for the traffic to figure out where it wants to go, and for all the backlog that we do have at the moment to kind of clear. But I'm not 100% sold on this. But it is now utilising this junction a lot more, which is going to be a lot more interesting. It all depends on what happens here. Now, the bulk of the traffic in this area is the garbage plants. Now, what is our garbage production like, or, process? So I'm going to get rid of a couple of these right now because there's just no need for that. Well, there's only actually 3 here because the plant's over there and they can utilize the highway a lot more efficiently. What's the traffic like over here? It's not too shabby. So we can survive with that, which is not bad. It's just I'm not... What are they doing here? Do we have some weird setup over in this area too? Right, so you Okay, to there. And to there. Okay. And then you. I think it's the way I've tried to merge the lanes together. They're just like not really taken well to it. This should only really merge here. So that should now continually make them flow. Off they go. So again, I just got to give it time for the backlog to disappear. Now, what I could actually do is also treat this not like how it is right now. But then again, I don't know how the traffic's going to flow on this area. So I might well just leave it for the time being, because you don't see that much traffic really appear in this area. Now, the garbage trucks are choosing to go down the highway, which is always good. So it's just one of those things. You just kind of like give it time and then see where the traffic appears there. They're only really getting traffic caused on this side because of what's going down. It'd be really cool to add in the 2-lane, 1-lane road on this little stretch there. That could be quite... Is there traffic lights there? There is. Let me just move these. Right, so that doesn't dramatically have... Oh my goodness me. Okay, I realise what's happened. By getting rid of the garbage plants, I've reduced my electric production. Right, okay, what is my... Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Right, let's just pick something... Let's just pick the nuclear plant just because, you know, it produces enough. And I'm just going to stick it... Do I stick it over here for now? I'm just going to stick it over here. No, actually, I don't want to stick it over there for now. This is why I need proper plants set up. Right, you know what? I'm just going to stick it here for now. There we go. Is that going to... Yeah, it's going to provide more than enough. GG, everybody. Few 2 services. Now, this whole little system... I like it. I know it's not efficient. It's probably not the best idea to go with, but... I kind of like it because it's different. Now, what we've kind of now done is we've pumped all the traffic onto this junction here. Now, they're not really liking this as much. So I think if it's possible right now, and I always hate... Well, I don't hate it, but I always find it quite a pain to do this road. So, yeah, on that side. Yeah. Right, it's all on that side. Okay, so if I can get this just right. What was my lane management? So pretty much I'm using this lane here to turn off. This lane goes into this lane. This lane goes into this lane. And then do as you will, everything else. Oh, hold on. Making sure that they can't turn that way would be great. So do as you will everything else. Merging your lanes whenever you need to. I don't know if this is the best method for this either. We might have to rethink this whole junction. Or we can make the traffic only be used to go down here and go off. Because we have a junction further up. They could have used this junction to drive down here into this area. What's going on here? Why can't I select... Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Too few services. Like what services do you want? There's no healthcare. We got some police. Got some fire. Like, what is the other services you need? And that you require... Is it because I got rid of the export and stuff? Maybe? I don't know, but they are screaming for it, aren't they? They are screaming. Right, did that really change much with this traffic? A part of me likes to think no. So, what if I treat this as... Come down here, you go off down there, down here, go round and off, and then kill off this one. So let me just kill off this one for now. I just want to see how this now plays out. Because I'm now telling the traffic they can't use this to go down. I really need to change the junction because it is horrible.
And then it flows. It will make the new garbage trucks choose to go down this way and then connect there. It's not great. This whole connection is just not great. So I'm thinking I might just kill it all off and just do something different. The only reason I've chose this is for the aesthetics of having this go through, but I feel like it's just not really worth it at this point, is it? It really is just not worth it. Right, I think we're going to think of a better method to do this. Oh man, I work so hard on these lanes. Damn it, you fool! But we can definitely do something a lot better. Right, so I've got now kind of a better setup. The road now goes straight through. There's only a few little extra roads here and there. And we're doing like a nice little simple under-over kind of pass. It's not perfect, it's not beautiful, but it kind of does the job. But there's a few issues we got. We've got like a ton of trucks now kind of using this road, more than we've ever had before. And that's pretty much down to the fact that we got rid of the export area here, so now they're having to drive the goods to and from. And what you'll notice is we have a lot more vehicles now on the way back and forth. Now, one way to reduce this is to hook up the train line here and over here, pretty much hook it all up. So what I'm going to do first is actually just get rid of this. Right, there's nothing underneath, is there? No. I'm going to quickly place down, because I need to, when I hook up the train lines, I want to get it to go pretty much underground here at this point, and then connect over to here. But before I do all that, I want to make sure that I've got enough room to place down the cargo on this side. Now, the issue that we have, we can't really place it on this side because it gets cut off, but I probably will end up placing one in there anyway. I'm just going to shave that off there. I mean, I could do one on the very end there, but it doesn't give me much room for maneuvering when it comes to the traffic. Now, if I place this here for now, just so I can get a rough idea of where I want the train line to go, I probably won't connect it up just yet, but if I can get this down to earth just there, and then make it, yeah, just make it go underground. If I can tunnel it at this point. Should I put it on a slight little bend, like in that way? And then make it, I need to get it by 10. So it goes underground just there. And then I can have a road that connects and all that kind of good stuff. But that's not the main part of this. If I can now get this here to, no, it's not on the tunnel one. To go underground here by 10. And then now just kind of play around with the bends. Basically, what I want to try and do right now, bring it up to there, bring it straight down, and I'm hoping it doesn't cause any issues. Bring it to there. In terms of, like, you see it, you don't see the train tracks there. You don't see them over here. And this is what's going to allow me to connect it all up. So if I do, or try and create like a decent connection here. If I delete back a little bit further. So I can come in a little bit more smoother. So that goes that way. And then we create just off it another one. That goes and connects like that. So it's just, again, very simplistic. You don't really see it underground. But that connects up now, this little export area and the one over there, to the cargo hub over there, the main big boy. Which should now reduce the amount of trucks carrying goods over this way. Now, this is not going to be a perfect site at all. Oh, this is a bit high, isn't it? Well, let's bring this slight down. Now, yeah, this road's not going to be perfect. I'm just going to get it in for now just to see how it reacts to the traffic being over here and having, you know, something on this side. So we'll create it as the little highway right now. Get rid of the tunnel. Let's bring it back above. There we go. So if I do a road going down there, now that to connect there is by 6, so we'll bring it up a little bit further just to get us slightly away from it. Let's bring it up by 10. There we go. And if I do a 3 by 3, And for some reason, that's now in the air. I think it's more down to the fact that that's slightly up a bit. But I'm just going to leave it like that for now. We can go to that original connection. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted it, because that's now going to come in kind of handy. And if I pull it up to there and then go like that. And then with our little beautiful highway road. Bring that one to there. That one straight to there. And yeah, I understand that it's gone up like this. But this, I'm just going to leave it in for now because this is going to completely change. This is now just getting it over on this side. We'll hook it up to our power supply. Has it got water? Yep, it's got water. And we'll see how it goes. We kind of see how that now that kind of now goes. I'm gonna get rid of this little plaza over here. Now, do you think I need to put the because it's gonna be like quite a heavily used road in general? I think I need to make the pedestrians not use that road. So if I was to get the path here, and you know, I'm gonna quickly just pause a second, dezone this. Are they going to whinge about power? More than likely, but once it's gone, they're gone. So let's set this up into the air. Should we go for a 6? Yeah, 6 is high enough. Feels decent. So if I do it like a general square there. Do a square on this side. There we go. And we're not going to have any businesses over here. So if I just kind of bring it down by 5. Bring it down that side by 5. Do the same here. There we go. Run that along there. Run that along there, because we can kind of like treat that as a highway in a way, can't we? Meaning I can bring these roads up a little bit closer. So an industrial road, what do you reckon about here? Or is that too much? Well, that feels about right there. We'll go like that there. It gives us a free gap either side, which is pretty sweet. We'll connect path up there to there. Just to there as well. So it connects those guys over. Now this to... Oh, that to 5. And down. To 5 and down. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that nobody can walk across that. Causing the vehicles to slow down. Now I have a subway stop just there, which I'll just kind of change in just a second. Alright, if I can get this in. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Why is that doing that? Is it not gone all the way down? Is that what I've done? There we go, that's better. You know, I don't need that connection there, because that would be just fine. So bring that back down. There we go. Simple, easy, but yet effective. So we can plant some trees in there and kind of create like a little natural sound barrier in a way. Right, let's do on this now then. So let's bring these down. There we go. Bring that up. So that's all kind of connected. So I just got to do this side here. So by 6 down. And what are these buildings here? This is the police station. So the fire depot is just over here. I'm going to move the police station on this side just there. We do have a subway line just here as well. Now I'm going to have to kind of move that. And so, do you reckon it's worth having, you know, for example, the one here, and then one further up? Or do you reckon they can still manage to walk? I feel like they still can manage to walk if we just hit them. Move that there and just get it connected. Alright, that will move itself naturally. And then with the junction restrictions, I've already told them that they can't cross on certain ones, as I was messing about with it. But let's do it now for all of these. There we go. And then it's pretty much going to be all offices anyway, because that's kind of what I want in this area. But now I can control it a bit better. Right, so that means that no one should really be on those roads there, and makes the traffic then continually flow. We're going to get some more industrial set up, which we just have to give it a second, and then the power will be connected back over there, which is affecting everywhere else. So can you hurry up with the power, please? Guys, I need power! Which should be connected very, very soon. It's on ×9 as well, and why is nothing being built right now? What's going on, boy? Right, I'm going to have to quickly do this until it does eventually connect. Right, there we go. We're now back up and running. Okay, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And then we'll just see naturally how they progress over to here. So it will be kind of interesting. It will be kind of interesting. So we should see a natural decrease in the amount of vehicles using this road, especially the lorries anyway, the industrial traffic. We'll connect this up as well. Do you know, I might as well, just to see how it's gonna work out. So let's just go down below. I'm gonna make sure that is on that one there. Now I'll make it. Make sure it's all tunneled there. I'll make it connect to this point here. Like that there. So at least the boats can come in and do their thing. So that's dramatically changed this area. So it'd be nice to work in this area right now. I want it to be near the docks, you know, all the industrial stuff. There won't be too much dirty industrial. There'll be like high-tech industry, as if the place is kind of being revamped. Pedestrians are using these little walkover crossover routes, which is pretty nice. We'll get some trees planted in there eventually, as I now am trying to dramatically change up the whole area. Right, Coldridge farmland over here, it's doing wonders. It's doing really, really well. Very, very happy with that. Not seeing as much traffic on here right now, which is great. So they are utilizing in this whole random crazy turn-off road right now. Time will tell how it will progress for this area, but I am trying to do a dramatic change, which should be pretty helpful. We're starting to see a few vehicles use this right now, which would be also handy to get rid of traffic lights just there. It is connected to the train line too. I'm already seeing, like, it feels like the traffic has kind of slowed down a little bit. So hopefully that continues. People are using the highway, which is great, using these little side roads, which is great. But as a lot more people use this highway, it now starts to build up traffic elsewhere, and it's just down to us then to see where it, you know, appears to work with it. So that will be kind of interesting to see what then initially happens. Yeah, it will be quite interesting. Oh wait, I've just noticed something as well. Does the traffic flip over? So we've got it where it's 2 on this side, and when it gets to here, for a brief period, it flips over. As it goes 2 lanes for no particular... That's weird how it does that. Right, let me get to that. Where is it? Here it is. Let's come above sea level. Where's the 0? There we go. So it's here. There we go. That it does that. Doesn't do it anywhere else, does it? No. You can kind of, I figured out what you know, the single lane has the lights on. I figured that out a while ago. But yeah. Industrial now all built up over here. I'm going to get rid of these. As we slowly are going high tech. So I can now... Oh, hang on. I just realised deleting it doesn't get rid of the building, so yeah, it is all office. There is a few little bits of dirty industry here, there, and everywhere. And I might just replace the whole section, because this is like pretty much revolved around the interchange area. We don't really watch too much traffic. Look how much the traffic's now reduced. That's freaking glorious. Now I'm seeing trains move along, which is cool. So as long as that's all connected, then I'm happy, because we can get it to the export area. Oh, there's a lot less vehicles now in this area too, which is glorious. So we've got a weird interchange added in. We've switched up some of the farming stuff as well, which I do like this. Completely revamped this whole setup over here, which I'm not finished with. I've got a lot more stuff I need to play around with it. I've got a little export area in this side. I don't know whether that's beneficial to be on this side or flip it in. I'll let you guys give me some suggestions on this. And we're going to change up this too. I might reformat the whole setup that we have for this here. I might reformat it all. But we definitely need our very own water and sewage plant area, because I've got the sewage just randomly set up on this side and the nuclear plant over there. We need our very own area. Where I might pull it, I don't know. I might utilize maybe some other areas over here or whatnot. I'll completely just get it out of the way. But it's quite interesting to see how we now progressing. I just want to get all this basic stuff set up before we go on the crazy expansions again, before we add more residents in again and stuff like that. But we are making some pretty good money. I'm really, really happy with it. This is a little bit funky, but it works. And that's all I can really ask for at the end of the day, is it for it to work. So we'll just see how it continues. We've still got to build up on it and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how it progresses. And how many people use the subway line? I mean, I suppose a lot of people are going to use the subway line because that's how it's set up. But I need like a couple of bus routes and stuff around like that around this area. But yeah, it's really helping the traffic. It really, really is. I'm just making sure that these bridges are not being overpowered. Same with this one over here. Yeah, not being overused. We'll have a fourth crossing at some point as well in terms of road. Because this has got to connect over to this island when we set up the forestry area over here. That will come off of this there. That then it'll probably connect to there, which is another kind of connection, but it's not really connected over here. We'll probably eventually have a connection there, maybe to there. There to there. But we definitely need to do something. I'm not sure what it would be. If we do anything anyway, because obviously as you start to build more stuff around and around, it kind of cuts away from this. It's just the middle bit, but it's all kind of being built around here and going down. So it'll be fun to see. It really will be fun to see. As long as we keep on top of our public transport, then we shouldn't really have any issues. But I think we're going to end it for here, guys. It's been quite a long episode, trying to get all this simple stuff done, but it does set us up in the long run to continually have episodes where we just build and build and build. This, not 100% complete just yet. That is not 100% final. It's just getting it in so we have something for this area. I might even completely kill this dock here, because it's only really there because I chose for it to be there, and then built a dock area somewhere else. I think that's what I might end up doing, to be honest, because I've only really got this area here extended for the tunnel, which I can make it go under a lot sooner and make it more natural. I can completely move this because they don't need this here. We've got like a little export area just up there which they can bring the goods down. So I might move the docks altogether. Where I move them, I don't know. I need a really good little area for it, where I can utilize it. So let me know where you think I could place it, guys. If I kind of go to, you know, this here, if you want to take a screenshot right now and then like do a little circle with like Photoshop or Paint or whatever on an area where you think's best for a brand new dock, I'll be totally up for that. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.